is that somebody tried to kill Marcus Garvey, shooting, and Amy actually jumped in the way of the bullet. And that's how and because the man never wanted to shoot Amy, that's how he missed. But he still shot Garvey in his arm and in his back, I think it was, and grazed his head. Amy jumped in and tried to save Marcus Garvey. And then when Marcus Garvey was sent to jail in Atlanta, it was his other wife, Amy Jakes, who published his books. Without that, we wouldn't even know that Marcus Garvey was about. So here's what the point is. You know why that is? Because we are African people. And let me explain it to you what it means. In Africa, our number one principle and tradition is to honor and respect the mother principle. That is traditionally an African way of thinking. Now let me put something to you. Not only did Marcus Garvey give us the opportunity to ride first class, but at least 60 to 70% of the commissioners in Marcus Garvey's organization were women. And in that time, the women of any other culture could not rise to that position in their own culture. What does that say to us? We are different, so we should be doing different. So what I see, not fighting against the man. I'm not fighting against the man. But I'm telling you, the way in which we are operating towards our women is what we've learned out here. That is what we've learned. We've learned it from the things, the treatment, the way in which we look upon even the female. It is un-African. And I'm saying that Garvey showed us completely that in order, because most people don't realize this, the majority or a high proportion of Garvey's workforce was women. Even today, when we have, I do this all the time. Anywhere I go and speak, I always have to speak about the woman principle because it's very important to me. Why it's very important to me? Because the most important person in this earth is my mom. And I'm not going around. That is the most important person. I'm like, and because it's that feeling that I have for my mom that took me off the street. Nothing else. Because I didn't want to give my mom heartache and so forth. Even though I hated the world, I hated the world and everybody in it. I'm going to put it on people. Mama. I had to think about Mama. What will this do to Mama? You get what I'm saying? And that's what took me off the street. That is the more, anybody who knows me knows that that's what the main thing that took me off the street. Why? Because the mother principle is very, very important. You know why? Because the mother's duty is to feed. First and foremost. That's why she's created that way. And that feed is not just food. It's about a range of different things, a range of different approaches. Now you see me, as a man, not saying we have our role to play as well. And it's not just about fighting, because women can fight as well, but women think different from men. We just do. But in the struggle that we're fighting, it's got to be a partnership. And there's things that women have to offer that man cannot contribute. And there's things that men can offer that women can't contribute. But we're in a battle against each other because of the environment we're in. Even in Africa. The environment that you see with male and female in Africa, that's people bringing that in there. Read the history, read the culture, and you will find that at one time, people say matriarchal system, that doesn't exist. Partnership society. It's just evident that the mother's the head. Obvious. It's not no mother society or no matriarch. It's not like that. But I'm saying that for me, the first person to manifest that for me physically in this world was Marcus Garvey. This is why I hold it so important to myself, because as you see there, that is the evidence of that. That is the evidence of what happens when people look beyond what other people, because obviously at the time, other nations thought that the woman, for some reason, shouldn't be in. When did the woman get the vote in England? About 1938, something like that. But at this time, 1914, women are in the highest position in the UNIA, which at the time, if you don't know, was our government. You understand what I'm saying? I don't really need the mic, do I? That was our government. And Marcus Garvey put, and Amy J. Garvey said this, because when Marcus Garvey went to jail, Amy J. got very, very disgruntled with what was happening, and she started to make some statements. Don't forget, women, as you can see, I'm a man, and men, as you can see, I'm just telling you how it is and how it was. What Amy J. Garvey said that, she said to the women at the time, listen, let us just take over this thing. Yes. That's what she said. She's in writing. She said, let us just take over this thing. How the man them seem to be laying this thing here. And we need to be moving this thing fast because our people them are feeling it. That's her statement. And you know, when I first read that, I thought to myself, boy, I wish she didn't do that, Because where we are today, we have gone backwards. We've not gone forward. We've gone backwards. So there's a role that the women also have to play in this thing here. And I think that Marcus Garvey's organization is a good example to show that that is important. You may not see that as important, but I think it is very important because Marcus Garvey could not have achieved what he achieved if he did not do certain things in a certain way to achieve the objective set out for. He set out to mobilize African people globally. That is what he set out to do. Marcus Garvey mobilized approximately 4 million black people, according, some people say 11, some people say 6. He himself said 6 million. Well, at the time, there was only 400 million black people at the time, so that's about 1%. But there's 1 billion, I think there's 1.4 or 5 billion African people now. So before we start talking about anything, we better have 10 million people behind us before we even get to where Marcus Garvey was. You understand? We're nowhere near that. If we have any group at all that's got more than 10,000 people in there, I would like to know who they are. Marcus Garvey built his organization when he went to America, within 3 weeks, Marcus Garvey had something like 2,000 members. Why? Why? He had a vision, he had a program.